and I've been traveling without a license since around 2003.
Driver's license.
A driver's license, yeah, let's emphasize a driver's license. I first read the vehicle code back in 2003 and realized that it really didn't apply to me, that it didn't include my property. And as such, I then sent out a series of letters to about 6 people, you know, the Department of Motor Vehicles, the Commissioner of the Highway Patrol, the Attorney General, and a few other people, the Department of Transportation, the Governor of the state. And I very, quickly started to discover that I was right. I was correct. I did get a letter back from the Attorney General. And
you were correct in what?
In my assumption that I did not, it did not apply to me.
You did not need a driver's
I did
license.
not need a driver's license, and that I did not need registration for the cars or automobiles that I was using. So having gathered that, I then set about to cancel those documents, and I did that back around 2004 after a series of letters went back and forth.
Cancel which documents?
Driver's license and, driver's license and registration. And
Cancel them by mail. You're giving written notice?
I gave written notice. It was actually a complete series. I would say I contracted out of the system.
Okay.
I did get those things notarized. I had everything sent by a notary ultimately. And the conclusion that the group of us came to, when I say the group of us, I mean the 6 individuals I wrote to who worked for the state and myself, came to the conclusion that it was not for me. And
having the licenses.
Having the license, yeah. I issued my own documents. I issued my own identity document. I issued my own certificate of absolute title or absolute ownership, not title. I issued my own bond for insurance purposes, or financial responsibility is really what it's called.
Now that sounds like a lot of work.
Yo, so what I want to show y'all today is how to look up your courier route. Your courier route is also known as your rural route. The reason this is important is because your zip code places you under what is called military jurisdiction or admiralty jurisdiction. This jurisdiction is governed by what is called maritime law or the laws of the sea. This places your roadways, your streets, your drives all underwater. Everything, which is why you will see predominantly your major banks on the corners, like a river bank, controlling the flow of the currency. Now, imagine if you sent yourself something via registered mail and you went and got your passport and showed them that the Postmaster General agrees that this address is real. Postmaster General is the supreme law of the land. If anybody is receiving any type of mail packages or anything, they have a treaty with the U.S. Post Office. That is your general in command. Use your common sense and think about it.
Thing to have is a Black's Law dictionary. It's about this thick. This is the dictionary that the lawyers use, and it has legal definitions of words in it. And when you use it to look up words, you find out really interesting stuff. Person, the word person. The definition of person is a corporate fiction. Black's Law also tells us that the only person known to Canadian law is the corporation. And that's interesting. Human is another interesting word. It appears nowhere in the Bible, but you look up the definition of human in Black's Law, and it says sea monster. And so you flip to monster, and you look up the definition for monster, and it says one that cannot own or inherit property. Now, all governments have human resource departments, and all corporations have human resource departments. Isn't that interesting? Job is another interesting definition. Job is defined as public business for private dishonest gain is the definition of job. And then we look at employ, the root word of employment, right? Well, employ is two words basically, M-E-M, which means for. Employ is deceit. So employ is for deceit. Employment, it's for deceit. And job is official, that's it. Job is official public business for private dishonest gain. Now, where are we going with all these definitions? Because they sound kind of bad to me. Those words, now that I know what they really mean, those words don't sound good. They sound bad. Me. Well, we know that to get a job, you need a SIN. You need a social insurance number. Or you can't get a job. You can't be employed. Well, now that I know what a job means, and now that I know what employ means, I don't really know if I want either of those things. But I've been spending some time on this journey, acquiring documents, legal documents, from the Registrar General. Registrar General, doesn't that sound like military? That doesn't sound too good to me.
Peace and blessings. Okay, so this is what a bill looks like, right? Your statement that comes in. It has like itemizations. I just got this from online. This isn't actually someone's real bill. But, so this is the statement you get. And you see here, it says detach this portion and return with your payment, right? But this is an actual coupon. As you see, it's made out like a check, right? It has the name from which it came, to whom it is addressed, and then their address. It has the amount on there, just like a check. But the reason we call it a coupon is because it is the dividend from the bond that was created when you gave the promissory note, right? And so if you look at it carefully, it's literally just like a check. So you would endorse it like a check, because the way you pay it to them is you have to send it back with your signature, which is your endorsement. And think about coupons. When you go to the store, when you go to the grocery store and you have a $5 coupon, did you give them an extra $5 on top of the $5 coupon, or did you just give them the coupon? See, we have to think. It went over our heads because we didn't know any better. But you know what a coupon is, and you know how a coupon is used. When you walk into the store, you like, here come my $5. I need that $5 off, right? You're not giving an additional $5 with that $5. And so if the amount of your bill is $279.26, then why are you sending an additional $279.26? This is your payment. This is your coupon. So send it back. And then when they don't comply, you can do a suit according to the Supreme Court. What was it? Thompson versus Perrine, if I'm not mistaken. But let me make sure. Yes, Thompson versus Perrine. So go look up that case law, and you can use it as a citation when they don't value your coupon. It's just time that we stop allowing them to get over on us. And they're going to test your chin, okay? They're going to test your chin. They're not just going to roll over. So you have to be willing to go through this whole process. Like Nipsey said, it's a marathon. It is not a race. Okay? Peace.
All right. Then what is this? So y'all know what this is. This is the trademark and patent website. And that's the all caps Eric Kaiser name. And oh, who owns it? I do. You see it? Kaiser Eric Andrew owns it. Okay? Yeah. Now, but you said copyright. I can't copyright my name either, right? But hold on, let me go into the copyright site. I would hold on, because this is kind of important. Now your government thinks you're dead. My patent tells me I'm alive. All right, now this one's just further protection. See, I even own the erickaiser.nft for life. Now, why would I do that? Well, because I'm a brand, and I might as well own my own NFT, right? Now, let's check out my personal business. Minnesota Department of Corporations. Yes, active. I own the name. And I'm sorry, I forget what site I did my copyright on, but that's not even important because that was only $50 compared to trademarking and patenting your name costs a little bit of money. And look, I get it. You hate guys that figure out things when you had to work your ass off for a used vet. I get it, man. I get it. But instead of coming in here and doubting, maybe go get yourself some personal protection, because when you understand the importance of it, okay, when you understand every time you go to court that they tap a bond on your social security number and they profit off of you, when you own the trademark and patent of your all caps name, the only person allowed to ever profit off of that name is you, shutting the court system down. I've already done it in my life. Okay, I went to court on the 4th for custody of my children. They still won't contract with me. Okay, so now I'm getting to the point of getting all my paperwork together, going to the township that my wife took off to, and flexing and making the damn cops go get my property. All right, they don't have any jurisdiction over us. You give them jurisdiction. Okay, like when you register your car, you gave it to them. That's not your car anymore, it's their car. All right, wake up to this stuff. There's guys like me trying to help y'all. Then we got to deal with the doubters and the haters. Go hate somewhere else. All right, I don't have to work really hard for a somewhat decent house and a somewhat decent car. I learned how to live life free, because that's important to me, being free.